something I would say, well, we've got to think and be aware of the danger of making a decision that is going to have huge significance possibly for centuries, given that the last one was taken a few centuries ago, making decisions based on short-run considerations rather than long-run considerations. Now, I think that there's a whole bunch of stuff that has to be thought about very carefully, and it's not clear to me that we are thinking about it very carefully thus far. And one of the key things that is not very clear to me is whether we're going to end up as a kind of social democratic Scandinavian type country with very high taxes, or neocon, low tax, low welfare outcome. We can't be both places at once. It's not possible. In terms of what we've got to think about, we've got to think about things like competition policy, energy policy, telecoms policy, taxation, huge area, consumer protection, financial regulation. Financial regulation is hugely important because people are now entering into contracts with Scottish companies like Scottish Widows around pensions, which are going to stretch decades forward. Who's going to be regulating those pensions in 5 years' time? We've got to know where we're going to be on that front. There's a whole bunch of institutions that are going to have to rethink themselves. The unions, how we organise collective bargaining, because it won't have to be Scottish based. We'll have to think about social security and what we, how we would prefer to have social security organised compared to where it is now. I think at the end of the day, the key driver for economic growth is education. So, but it's a long-run issue, and that's something that we have to think about very carefully. That alongside research. A huge issue is, which was being aired on Newsnight last night, is the central bank and the currency. And there are lots of issues around there. There's a thing called optimal currency area theory, and it's pretty clear based on that theory that we should stay with sterling. But then there are issues, and I'm happy to engage with those in the debate. Irrespective of whether we're in the UK or in Scotland, we have a period of adjustment. The economy, both the UK and the Scottish economy, has got out of balance prior to 2007. The public sector grew too big, the private sector wasn't strong enough, we didn't focus enough on exports, we focused too much on domestic competition. Doesn't matter what the constitutional arrangements are, we're going to have to rebalance the economy, it seems to me. So, in a sense, that's a debate that's aside from the constitutional debate, but it may actually figure in a lot of people's thinking. Final point, the issue of the allocation of debts. This is why I'm kind of more on the John Kay side than the John Swinney side about the length of time it's going to figure out this question. I gave a talk on independence in Edinburgh University 2 days ago, and somebody said to me, how much is Scotland going to get with the Falkland Islands? And I thought, well, maybe a beach with some